Hello everyone. Today I have a bit of a combined haul to share with you. I picked up a few things from Dollar Tree, and the Dollar Tree items are so my daughter had to pass through for a minute. The Dollar Tree items that I'm showing were from two separate trips. I had a small trip last week and I did a trip today and picked up a few more items. And then I have a few items from the bookstore that I'm going to show toward the end of the video. So I'm going to go ahead on and get started with the Dollar Tree items. So first up is this pack of hand sewing needles. Now I had gone there previously, maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and when I did see these for the first time, but I did not purchase them. And of course, the little pack was full. So when I went back last week, this was the only pack left, and I was like, okay, so it's time to stop procrastinating. And I went ahead and picked them up because sewing needles are something that is always good to have on hand. And for $1.25, this was a perfect price for a 70-piece set of hand sewing needles. Now most of them are quite tiny, but there is a nice size here. This the larger size, and I think it for the price, this is pretty good. So up next is this 20-piece set of Velcro dots. It's actually 10 altogether. It's like 20. No, maybe it is. Yeah, it is 20 pairs. So it's 20 pairs, 40 pieces altogether of Velcro dots. And I love the fact that you can pick Velcro dots up at such a convenient price. This is something else that's nice to always have on hand. So in one Dollar Tree haul video, I had actually seen where they had the tape roll of sticky dots. It was and I wanted to go and find that myself. Unfortunately, I didn't find the tape roll of sticky dots, but I did find double-sided tape. So this is going to be great to have in my Dollar Tree stockpile, and with holiday wrapping time coming up, this can also be good for hiding the tape under your wrapping rather than having your tape exposed. The adhesive dots. I just love picking up the adhesive dots. I've shown these several times. They are much sturdier than you may think. Again, I will show you this palette that I put together using these adhesive dots and how strong it is. They are really held in place. And that is these dots that I use to put this palette together. I still have to swatch this palette, but this is also another palette that I put together using these adhesive dots. They should be dry. Still quite a little sticky, but they should be ready for swatching. But I put this palette together using those adhesive dots also, and they are firmly in place. So these were quite new to me, these little craft boxes. I thought that these would make great additions for like little small art items, and I'll show you that there are individual containers on the inside. So you can even probably use them as a gouache palette. There's so many things that this could be used for. Yeah, and it could also be like a good travel accessory for if you don't want to bring all of your good stuff on the airplane and you're traveling. You can probably put toothpaste in one, lotion in the other, hair gel in one, and whatever it is that you prefer to travel with, and not be afraid that you're going to travel and have your items taken away passing through customs. So I thought that these were a great addition, and I picked two of these up. Okay, so I just love the notebooks, and these little idea notebooks are so sophisticated looking. They are not lined. They are like a B6 size. I want to say this may be B6. But they are pretty nice size little notebooks to travel with, and still $1.25. And yeah, I must mention that a lot of my items, even though they have some of them have red dot stickers on them, are still ringing up for $1.25. So it may be items that are newly transitioning in that may start ringing up for $1.50, but these still scan for $1.25. So hopefully I mentioned that everything I'm showing right now is what I picked up last week. So I saw these little magnetic 4x6 frames. These I thought were so cute because I can do art pieces and put inside of these frames, and they will be able to be magnetized onto a refrigerator or wherever the purchaser may want to put the item. So I thought that these were pretty cool. I picked up four of them. And lastly, from my last week's haul, now most of the stuff that I picked, my edible items, I have eaten already, but these two items were left, is what was left. I really thought that I had more. I thought I had at least four of these tuna packs left because I like to bring a pack of these with me to work during my work week. So I thought I had four packs of these. So I did not pick any of these up today. But I looked in the bag and I was like, okay, it was only two left. So this is one of my frequent purchases. So one thing that I do love that they just have not been restocking are these little fruit smoothie packs. I love these. And I opened my last pack today and finished it off. But I really, really wish that they would bring these back. I went there looking for them today, still no luck. But I did pick up some of these. I'm excited to try these because I am a big fan of Jello, and I have always loved the fruit in Jello cups. And these are a really, really nice size. So I picked up five of these and maybe eating one as soon as I hop off of the video because I wanted to hurry up and film so that I could finally eat one. So five of these. So all of the food items are pretty much routine items that I often show. I added two of these to my stockpile, and as I always say, I crush these up. I just take and crush the bag up and I add them to my Rice Krispies, which I did do today. Earlier today, I added a bag of these to my cereal. I often add them to my ice cream. I add them to yogurt. So you don't think that you just have to eat them as a dry snack out of the bag. They bring such a delightful treat to anything you add them to, especially like your cereal. I love them. So I always, when I go, I grab a few just to add to my stock. Chessmen. I mean, what can I say about Chessmen? I love Chessmen. These are some of the best butter cookies that I have ever tasted, and I just have to, anytime I see Chessmen in stock, I just have to grab Chessmen. I actually had four. I thought I was missing a bag. So yeah, four for every day of my work week. I also picked up three of these, not two. Normally I lay my items out so that I can show you guys, but I'm pulling straight out of the bag. So it was three of these, not just two. And these Jello jellies. I just love the Jello jellies. And they normally have the extra bonus bags, but they may be running out of those because these are the regular size bags. Hopefully they keep these going because this is the bag that contains 7. This bag has 9. So the 9 ran for a little, quite some time. So they may be doing away with it. I'm not sure, but I picked up 5 of these. So I have here paper towel and tissue, and that's basically just to top off what I already have in stock. So in today's haul, I added these 5. I picked up 5 more of these frames because I noticed that these were nearly gone, that this was all that was left. And sometimes when Dollar Tree has such nice items, it takes a long time before they decide to restock it. So I didn't want to take a chance. I just went ahead and picked these last 5 up to go along with the 4 that I just showed you. So I have 9 of these in total. So I thought these were just the cutest. These are jumbo clothespins, and I guess they can be a stationary item or maybe hanging holiday lights on your balcony or something like that. But I just thought this was so cute. These big, huge um, jumbo clothespins. I just picked 2 of them up because I didn't want to get too many, but I just thought they were a cute item to have. And lastly, in my top Dollar Tree haul, yep, I sure did. I picked up some more of my favorite pen. And if you want to see me do a full review on this pen, I have done a video. It is already on my channel on these Magna Tank pens. I absolutely love these pens and especially for the price. I have never felt such a nice quality luxury feeling pen for such a decent price. And yes, I keep it stocked. So I went ahead and picked up some more of these because I saw them in stock today. Okay, so that was everything with the Dollar Tree haul, and we are now going to move on to my book haul. So I recently had my birthday on Monday, my 50th birthday, and one of my birthday gifts was my oldest daughter. She knows how I love book shopping. So she gifted me some money to go on a book shopping trip. And one book I did actually pick up on my birthday. So I didn't have much time to do the book shopping that I wanted to do on my birthday because I had other things to do. So I went ahead and went perused through the bookstore on today and picked up a few more items. And I will get to showing that to you right now. So before I show the newly purchased items. This I have had for a few months now. I did show this in one of my book hauls where I picked this up from the bookstore, but I had not ordered the tapes for them. So recently, maybe about 2 weeks ago, I finally went ahead and ordered the little mini cassettes because yes, I am 50, but my soul is much older than 50, and I just love the idea of taking those old school voice dictation. So it's going to be the coolest thing in the world to me to sit and press record and just sit and do dictations on here. Some that I may want to write, or some that I may just want to be voice journal dictations. So I'm pretty excited about this and can't wait to get into using it. So this was the only book that I did pick up on my actual birthday, and it is The History of Tom Jones by Henry Fielding. And I just love this copy because it has the slip cover to it, and it is a beautiful illustrated copy. Hopefully, I could get show enough of the illustrations that's in here. Well, that one went so quick. So, just sitting out on my balcony and reading this, I love some of my favorite books to read from are like the older copies. I love some people just leave them on the shelf as decoration, but some of them I really enjoy reading from. So I pick them up as often as I can. So I was finally lucky enough to find Simon Birch on DVD. When I say I have been looking for this DVD forever at the bookstore, forever just is not enough to describe how much I have been looking for this movie on DVD. So much so that I did see it on VHS. And just so that I could have the movie in my possession, I went ahead and picked it up on VHS. I don't have my VHS player in my possession right now, and I may eventually go to the thrift store to see if I can find a decent VHS player. But I will definitely be watching this tonight. If you have never ever seen Simon Birch, this is one of the most heartwarming, heartbreaking movies you will ever watch. It is such a beautiful movie, and I was this was like a birthday gift to me. I was like, are you kidding? In the week of my birthday, it was finally there. And if I looked extensively enough on my birthday, I may have found it. The thing is, I didn't go to my local half price bookstore. I had went to a different one, and I didn't really have time to enjoy the shopping on that day, that at not the time that I wanted to have. But today I walked in and this was a gem of a find. So if you have never seen Simon Birch, pull up the at least pull up the trailer on YouTube to see what the movie is about. It is such a beautiful movie. Willow. I have Willow. And the thing about Willow, today I saw this on VHS and DVD. Ironically, and ironically the VHS was like almost $8, which is really unheard of because VHS tapes are normally super cheap. I would have gotten both, but I have the DVD. I'm happy, and I will be watching this tonight as well. It is going to be a beautiful movie night for me. So I also picked up The Curiosity Shop by Charles Dickens, and an old classic, and I was just excited to be able to pick this up. I favor older movies more, even more than some of the newer movies. So they're just like a comfort spot for me or something. And this has my old initials on it, Tracy Johnson. So it was meant for me to pick this up. I also picked up a Norman Rockwell Christmas. Now, I do have a Norman Rockwell Christmas as a book. I don't have it on hand right now, but I do have the book. I did not know that it came in a movie format. So I guess I'm going to have to be forced to find a VHS player pretty soon because I would love to see what the VHS has to offer as far as the Christmas edition of the book. The movie edition of the Christmas book is what I meant to say. But yeah, so I also picked up this Ravenclaw student handbook. I thought that this was so cute. It is another kind of, in my older nostalgic type item, and it says, or yet in wise or old, if you've a ready mind, where those of wit and learning will always find their kind. And it is a ring binder. Now, I am not a huge fan of the binder format, but this, I just couldn't pass this up. And what I love about it is not dated. Everything in here is not dated. It's planner pages, which are undated. So I can use this in 2030 if I want to, because it definitely won't be 2026 because I do have a huge desk 2025 2026 planner that I am currently working from. But I thought that this was really cool. And then it has like the ribbon tabs, and I guess that can be color coded per day or whatever. So I thought that this was such a really, really cool binder. And lastly, did I get this gem for a steal? I'm not sure. But this is the Ernest Hemingway Selected Letters from 1917 to 1961. And opening it is just beautifully inviting. Just opening it. And it is another thing I love about it. It's a full cloth bound binding, which I'll show you the entire dust jacket before. This is the back, and it says almost every letter from his table or desk or typewriter or clipboard bore the unmistakable impress of one of the most commanding personalities of the age. And when reading the book, I am for sure going to remove the dust jacket in order to read it because I don't want to put it through any more wear and tear than it has already been through. And a lot of my older books that do come with the dust jackets, and the dust jackets are a little had better days. I kind of put them away. I keep them, but I put them away and just put the books on the shelves where I don't damage the jackets. But this book is full of letters, and it says selected letters. So this is not all of his letters. This is selected letters. And the letters actually start on page 1 to page 922. So there's over 900 pages of letters in this book. And I love stuff like this because it gives me a a good format for my own writing. It helps me mentally develop in my own writing, looking at older writings and the way people used to write, because I also have selected letters by Tolstoy. I have letters, the letters that Leonardo da Vinci wrote to his brother Theo. So I have a collection of books that are based around letters. So this has been my quick little haul for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. Okay, so for most of us, in the end, this is what a haul share looks like. And then we are left to us that do these hauls are left to clean up this mess, because we simply wanted to get here and excitedly show you everything we purchased in our haul. So now I have to go and clean all of this stuff up. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.